Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Jagged Alliance 3. You know why we're here.
Stop! Not a step further! I will sue you, and I will shoot you!
Ah, yes, the dreaded lawsuit.
Guards, here! Get in position to cover my withdrawal, or retreat, or whatever it's called. Just keep them busy!
Don't worry, ma'am. We have set up a defensive perimeter. They cannot advance further.
They better not, or you will be unemployed for the rest of your life.
Sure, but the alternative is to be employed for the rest of your life, which is going to be about 5 to 10 minutes, give or take. We saw guys standing in these side rooms during the cutscene, so... Oh, yeah, look at that. We've got openings in the walls. They're definitely setting us up for a surprise crossfire situation. Looks to be a pretty standard corridor scenario. We advance up the middle while guys come rushing out those doors to reinforce the guys manning the barricades, with the corridor eventually leading to a main boss chamber in back, which I imagine is where we'll ultimately face Corazon and any surviving soldiers. Just a veritable gauntlet of obstacles to soften us up before the final boss fight.
Scully here.
Yes?
Mouse here.
Alright, let's do this.
Crosby just creep me out, man.
Beats being dead.
Ooh, you got me shaking in my boots, Woodstock.
Alright guys, ease up. Ease up on Vicky. Crawl spaces make me nervous too. And that's before you add armed gunmen and almost certain hidden traps. Let's push up.
You got it.
We'll focus on taking out these two and securing a foothold near the door. We're in this one for the long haul.
Got a lucky break on that one, mate. That hurts like a motherfucker. Enemy squaddy in my sights.
You may just turn out to be alright.
Guard tucked further back. That's, lightning reflexes plus 40 mil flashbang.
Oui,
Keep whittling.
this had better work. I will make this as painful as possible.
No! Lights out! Ooh, yeah, these guys are all elite, so we're gonna have a lot of lightning reflexes or revenge shots, I imagine.
Heading out. That's it.
They must have acquired some really bad karma.
First row of barricades clear.
Yeah. On my way.
Wait,
Hug the sides. Don't give them a clear line of sight.
Sure. Scallion here. Take cover? You sure you know what you're doing?
Maybe. Like 62%.
Acknowledged. Yes?
Meltdown here. Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, the long haul definitely forces us to fight everything between point A and point B. But its big weakness is it also makes it...
All right, I'm going.
Ooh. A hacking spot. Feels a bit late in the game for that, but maybe that'll give us intel for this sector. We should definitely have someone check that.
There's a cowboy ready.
But yeah,
I will be there in a 2 shakes of a ram's tail.
the main advantage we have in a map like this one is that the linear nature of the map
I made this shot 100 times in movies.
makes it that much easier for us to predict what the enemies will do.
Michael here.
I mean, Haemimont's done a pretty good job with this game, but
I guess.
as with many a tactical game, the individual enemies aren't exactly rocket surgeons.
It's me, Thor. Your confidence makes me feel confident.
That's just, you know, the inherent limitation of in-game AI.
Mouse here.
But, you know, just the nature of the beast. You gotta work with what you've got. I mean, classically, the alternative is just to bump up all the numbers. More enemies on the field, higher stats,
Ready when you are.
a more inherently
Jarbo's
unfair
here.
power disparity between the player's units and the enemy.
I'm going. I should be working out. Moving.
Which, you know, has its own definite pros and cons.
Moving to position.
As we saw recently with Rogue Trader,
MD present.
where cranking the difficulty up to maximum didn't really make the fights more difficult. It just made them longer. Hey, Corazon. Yeah, that makes sense.
Say your prayers.
I imagine she'll keep retreating down the hall till she reaches that main chamber. Though we may be able to slow her down. Excuse me? How? What?
Merde.
Is there no ceiling on this underground bunker? Certainly wouldn't be the first time I've seen that happen. Classic oversight. Alright, fair enough. That works both ways.
Mouse here.
I'll be sure to take advantage of that non-Euclidean geometry myself. Kill that man, please.
Not a problem.
Ordnance further back. That's our launcher.
Hurts like a mother. Ugh. I'm exposed. Get me out of here.
Where to?
Oh, no, Vicky, why? Why are you confused by door technology?
Dr. Q here.
Don't. Oh my, fuck. Okay, that's fine.
The enemy will find it is most difficult to hit me.
Why make the hitbox for opening and closing doors the open space between the open doors? Why not just make it the door frame or the actual doors? Hey, guard down. I feel better now. Thank you.
Scully here. Cover me.
Leave it to ice to cool my simmering rage.
Hello!
Gotta take out that ordnance master.
On my way!
They're just vitamins.
Michael here.
Oh, cash. Cool.
Where to?
I'll add that to the pile. Put a down payment on a house or something. Thanks.
Moving to position.
Oh, to be back in the 90s when you could buy a nice house for like 150 grand. That is not where we're at now. Explode, please.
I'm hurt bad.
Good.
Kill confirmed.
I'm just gonna say it. I really think that was completely hot.
What's the plan?
I mean, on the bright side, Vicky and Q were probably the best characters for us to waste time on that door
On my
with.
way.
That was an important object lesson to remind us how doors actually work in this game. But they're also the characters who would have been able to contribute the least at this specific range. They'll be a lot more useful once we get up to those side doors. Our big issue here is going to be lack of cover,
You're the boss.
but that'll be a non-issue once we hit those doors.
Look, you want something?
At that point, we'll split into 3 groups. CQC left and right. Long Rangers middle.
Turbo's here.
Dang, stupid leg.
So bossy.
Nothing much. What's up with you?
Hi. You got it. We got it.
All right, your move.
Got you now.
Minor ding on Thor. Nothing to worry about just yet. Lots of hidden movement. That's got to be guys on the sides.
Yes?
Could push up and take a peek, but that's a pretty big risk. Especially since we're already exposed on the right. No. We should hang back one more round. Wait until we've got the rest of our guys moved up. And we should peek through this hole.
Time to make a mouse hole.
Yes? Moving to position.
There we go. Guard on our right. Hi there.
Grenade!
Oh, and another. Yeah, see, that's really tricksy, too, because those guys both have underbarrel 40 mils. So they could have launched right at us through that hole. I mean, also through the glass ceiling, but that's neither here nor there.
On my way. There is nothing I can't do when my energies are in harmony. Be the bullet.
I'm wounded.
You want something?
I would. Could you please kill someone? Yeah, that was a pretty long shot.
Gotta get my ass relocated. Do I look like a magician? Forget it.
Ah, right. That's fine. That still expends it. They can only lightning reflex once per fight.
All right.
Yeah, lightning reflex is a weird beast because it does not trigger.
You straight tripping.
on special attacks like run and gun. It only triggers on direct manual attacks.
Hey! Roger Wilco.
Taking position.
Why do we keep missing? Is this a tactic?
It is. It's called suppressive fire. Also, it dings up their cover, and sometimes you might actually get lucky, land a hit.
I've got no joy from here, mate.
Yeah? This dog just ain't gonna hunt. Taking the shot!
Well, mate, that's a beaut. Good on ya.
Nice, nice. And see, if we hadn't already burned off his lightning reflexes, he would have dodged that lethal headshot. So that's another reason to take otherwise impractically long shots, to waste their reactions.
Moving!
I await your command. Understood.
I am here.
Hello there. All right, I'm going.
MD present. Sure.
They're just vitamins.
You got my undivided attention.
Your move.
Die! Ah!
Corazon. Honestly, really kind of figured you'd... oh, really? I feel like the step out should have triggered that, but fine. Nice. But yeah, I just kind of figured Corazon would keep booking it.
Forget about that one.
Oh, shit. Yep, that's
Get
the
out
problem.
there.
Well, I mean, on the one hand, I didn't even notice there was a machine gun there. It kind of just blends in with the darkness, but also the range stops just shy of that first set of doors, so we have an obvious way to circumvent it.
Eyes here.
Speaking of which, let's clear our approach. I would actually like to shoot that satchel, but the angle is not cooperating.
The hell you want?
I'd like you to make an entrance. That's fine. Really just need you to crack the door.
Easier than shooting beer bottles.
Hey, there we go.
Imbecile! It's just not a day's work until someone dies.
Free when you are.
I suppose that is technically true.
No problem,
at
mate.
At least in this line of work. Pushing in on right.
Got a good shot here.
Marksman in back.
Hello!
Ordnance behind the pillar there.
Your confidence makes me feel confident.
Leapfrog to cover.
On my way!
That was almost as good as I would have done it.
That works.
Right on!
Sup, player?
Just keep it cool, bud.
Word up. I'm packing steel, you feel me?
Ooh, that's a problem.
What?
Alright, time to play the non-Euclidean game. I would feel bad about this, but you know, they started it. I mean, really, that's what I want at the end of the day, an even playing field. Yeah.
Be careful not to accumulate bad karma.
Great job. That looked super professional and everything.
Thanks, Mouse. Let's see what's cooking.
Okay.
God damn it, man! They're here! Move, move, move!
It's too late, you idiot! They mined the door already!
Not a problem.
Mind the door, you say? Then I, too, will mind the door.
Fuck! I've got no cover!
Yeah. Who's next?
I was thinking you might just get undercover.
Pretty dangerous around here.
What's the play?
Well, at this point, I'd kind of like to see if we can just take out Corazon early. Honestly, she was better off just booking it.
I don't have a good shot.
Her decision to linger and take pot shots at Thor
Taking cover.
Yes, partner?
may have been her undoing.
You got it. Trap for rustlers. Ready, partner.
But, you know, to be fair, she's not really known for making good decisions, so...
Alright!
This does track.
Yes? Understood.
Machine gun's far enough back, we don't have to worry about it just yet. We'll just push up, hug cover. Though we do need to kill that commando.
I shall go. May the spirits guide my hand.
Oh, you totally missed your cue.
I am here. No one will stop me.
Larry, clean and sober. Sure.
You good there, bud?
Understood.
Yes,
Run and gun, baby.
it's a good position.
Sorry, I shouldn't have called you baby. You're a grown human person.
Vicky's potential for greatness is obvious. It shines from within.
I agree. All those things you just said are clearly things.
Let's go.
Scallion here. Repositioning.
I wonder if they're going to keep Spike alive canonically.
Sir?
Like Mike from Jagged Alliance 2. I think it's just generally accepted
Heading out.
that he is canonically dead.
I should be working out.
That's actually one thing this game is notably missing, is the AIM alumni page. We don't know canonically what counts between Jagged Alliance 2 and Jagged Alliance 3.
Pas de problème.
Aside from what little bits and pieces we glimpse in the various character dialogues. Stella obviously gets name dropped a lot.
Ready to, do stuff,
Biff made an appearance.
I guess.
Pops McGillicuddy is unsurprisingly dead. That's mentioned on his website. But he was also 100+ years old, so, you know. Not a huge surprise there.
Feel like a new cowboy.
Ah.
I'll kill you myself.
I mean, if you say so. This feels like a really bad idea, Santiago, but again, totally in character.
Taking cover.
I think that guy just flashbanged himself. How much do you pay these guys? Got some minor bleeding on right.
I'm hurt bad.
2 guards, shock assault on left. Nice. Ah, crap. But fair. Got another shock assault.
Watch it! You hit my sobriety bear!
Light ding on Larry.
There you are.
All right. This is turning into a fight. I like this. I like this. This is what I wanted. I just wish we'd gotten more of it earlier in the game.
Dr. Q here.
Okay. This is great. I love this. Time to take charge.
How'd I miss that?
That's fine. Don't sweat it. Okay, come on now. Come on. Oh my goodness. Vicky, please underhand it.
Time to fling up some banging pineapple.
Yes, that.
It be killing time. Not even if the spirits guide me.
Man, come on. It's because the guy's in front of it.
Nice and easy.
I mean, we could go for overpen. Or we could just blow his nuts off. That works too, I guess.
Hell, this ain't gonna work.
But more importantly, we now have a clear shot. Or not, because he's lying on it. Yeah, maybe I should have just brought remote triggers. I didn't because I don't like burning the inventory slots, you know?
Watch your step, boys.
Oh, hey, there's that mine. Cool. Good to know. I actually did forget about that.
Taking aim.
They got me.
All right, let's pop that mine.
Ready when you are.
Give Mouse an opening.
A wise plan. Probability of success is low.
Oh, for fuck's sake, guys. Making it really hard for me to have my action movie moments.
Could use a hand getting out of this. What do you...
Sir? Affirmative. Target visible.
I saw better shooting from my Legion boys.
Shut up, Spike. You're in another
Ready
room.
to, do stuff.
This is no problem.
Well, Annie, looks like you've got your gun. You know, from the musical. Do you like musicals?
I'm going.
Yes.
Just let me settle these crosshairs.
Mine cleared.
Mouse here.
Also, the guy next to it. Go, go, go. We're cutting it pretty close here.
Not a problem.
Ugh, no, that's not gonna work. Hang back.
Come on, Mouse. You can do it.
Need a medic.
You need a morgue.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, mate.
There's a cowboy ready. Great shot from here.
Ah, why? Yeah, I should have seen that coming.
Ready when you are.
Fuck it. There are just so many moving parts on the field at this point. I'm starting to lose track.
You got it.
So the obvious solution is to remove some parts we don't need.
What?
That's a great idea.
I'm exposed. Get me out of here.
That one is kaput. That's such a good place for me to be.
Right side clear.
I'm packing steel. You feel me? Oh, snap! I hope everyone saw that! Got a good shot on this mother.
The hell you want? Do I look like a magician? Forget it.
Ah, you. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Ready.
Explode, please.
Stop! I am prepared to discuss terms of surrender.
Oh, are you? Well, gosh, I can't imagine why. One sec, let me liquidate the rest of your workforce.
That hurts like a motherfucker. Medic!
There you go.
I have a good shot at this fool. I will make this as painful as possible. You won't die yet.
Oof. That guy is dangerous.
No, I do not have the shot. I must lie still so the prey does not see me.
Yeah, okay. This one will fall before me.
Thank you, Bobby.
It is luckier there than here, yes?
We're just about done, I think.
I will watch over our party.
Just that cluster on left, plus anyone still lingering in back.
Yeah, all right.
I guess.
Hello there.
All right, here we go. Please explode.
Merci. I am ready to fight again.
No. What? Come on.
They got me.
You line them up, I
Thank
take
you.
them down.
I fucking love this game.
Time to double the fun.
Okay, that was... Stop. You can stop now.
Over there! Quick, go!
My goodness, how many more of you are there?
Yes?
Alright, no more kid gloves. Mouse?
Stressful, but I'll do it.
Ah, come on.
Got no cover!
I think my target's dead.
This one badass bitch! Good thing she's on our side.
Okay.
I shall go.
On your feet, soldier.
Feeling almost like new.
Presently in attendance.
And clear the hall.
Will there be less shooting over there?
I'm gonna say no.
Honestly, I do not feel it is fair to make me watch over everyone.
Okie dokie. Like a shooting koi in pond.
Bastards!
I should be working out. Come on!
It's fine, bud. I'm sure it'll all work out.
Just hold still, damn you!
Yeah?
Guaranteed kill.
I'm hurt bad!
No evildoer can stand before you!
Another kill for the roach burner.
You done good, kid.
You want something? You're the boss. Getting my ass in cover.
Yo, watch my back. On my way.
Medic.
Come strong or you don't come at all.
Does feel like they're starting to taper off, though.
Alright.
Moving. Stat.
Push up, set cones. Nothing fancy at this point.
Yes? Going right now.
Yeah? On my way.
Ready when you are. Taking position.
Yes?
Yes?
You know, that guy does have to come up on us to actually hit us.
Yeah, man. Time to fling up some banging pineapple.
And the bait.
Yeah? What's the plan? On my way.
What's the play? Dang, stupid leg.
Yeah, mate.
I understand.
You got my undivided attention. Go, go, go!
They're just vitamins. No problemo, man.
All right. Let's wrap this up.
Clear them out. No witnesses.
You spoil sport. I thought you had a shoddy.
What's up, player?
Hi. Not a great move on your part, but I will say that took balls.
I'm packing steel, you feel me?
Oh, elite marksman. Immediate change of plans. Actually. Ice has got grit to spare.
Oof! That hurt.
Go in the ground!
Hello! On my way! There's nothing I can't do when my energies are in harmony. I am one with my gun.
Ready when you are.
All right, bud, it's all you.
You got it. Taking position.
Scully pulls it out again. Man's a miracle worker.
And now, you.
Yes?
Actually, could someone take care of this for me real quick?
Yeah. Hell, this ain't gonna work. Moving out.
Nah, not worth the risk. We'll just leave it for after.
Watch and learn. Taking aim.
Mouse here.
All right, Mouse, let's get you in there.
You don't think they'd shoot a mine, do you?
Really don't think that's what you need to worry about right now.
Stressful, but I'll do it.
I'm hurt bad.
So close.
You got it.
Yes?
But we got this.
You got it. Dang, stupid leg.
Dr. Q here. I shall go. The enemy is in the open.
Don't shoot! I give up. I'll do whatever you want. They do whatever you want.
Okay. Now that was a fight. Would have liked to see more of those, but you know, at the same time, that took 50 minutes to clear, so I mean, probably for the best we didn't. Though I suppose they wouldn't have all had to be that grand scale, you know? You could have scaled it down. We had 4 full squads here.
We're moving? We're moving.
Normally, we'd only have 1 or 2.
Let's move.
Let me just canvass the place real quick before we have our final chat with Corazon.
I think we should look around, yeah?
We outie.
Loot doesn't really matter at this point. We're mainly just looking for evidence or other narrative objects. Though I suppose there's always the hope for DLC, or...
Heading out.
Or even a full-fledged expansion. Fingers crossed.
Yes, sir. We're on it.
Yeah, we'll just skip the rest of these containers.
I guess we're going.
I'll go back and grab all of it if it turns out there's an endgame save.
Hello!
Ready when you are.
But for now, the time has come.
I am here.
C'est parti.
Our Jagged Alliance has come to an end.
Yes? Affirmative.
Corazon? I've come to bargain.
Please, just listen. I am not responsible for that mess Emma and Fosho have dragged you into.
And me. Don't forget about me.
Clearly they are using you in their dirty little game. I will help you get out of it. Money, passports, anything. There is no need for any more violence.
Yeah, technically you're not wrong. Fosho's super dead, so, I mean, now that we've taken care of you, there is no need for more violence.
Is he? Very well. This is all his fault. He gassed all those innocent people just to frame you. This country is too wicked and chaotic to do business. If you let me leave, I will do everything in my power to help you clear your name.
Your type of business is not anything the people of Grand Chien need.
Gosh, how strange. I don't recall word of gas being used in any of the media reports. How would you know that?
No? Well, of course not. That would just frighten people in nearby towns, wouldn't it? I merely assumed it must have been gas. That would be the most practical way to eliminate a lot of people at once.
Miss, sometimes I do not know when is the right time to stop talking. I can see that you have the same problem.
Wood knows you're about as convincing as a snake oil salesman.
Thanks, guys. And, what about Spike here? He had some interesting things to tell us.
You have no right to come here and threaten me. I dissolved our contract and then you had to go and make yourself into some sort of bandit king.
I like that one.
These mercenaries should not have taken you here. They should have brought you to jail.
They brought me here because we have the same score to settle. You screwed me over. And then you went ahead and did it to them too.
No, this is not at all.
Thanks, by the way. I think they needed to hear you admit that you hired me in the first place.
I'm finished talking to you.
Wow. Corazon, you are not good at this. You do realize it's not just about the money at this point, right? You pissed off a lot of people.
Of course it is. You're mercenaries, right? You work for money. Look, I can pay you all enough to take a nice long vacation until I straighten things out here. You fully deserve it, don't you think? You can lay low for some time, and when this unfortunate business is forgotten, you will have lots of other contracts. I know a certain company that would want to hire a team with your talents.
Quite the compelling offer. Well, gosh, let me check in with your current employees to see what the working conditions are like. Yeah, I think that's a hard pass. How about you just come clean? Make this as painless as possible for everyone involved.
All right. There is no need for any more violence. I said I am willing to cooperate. What do you want of me?
Well, I was thinking we could start with the truth and maybe kind of go from there.
Of course. I will share all the details I know. I trust you will find this information useful enough to let me go unharmed.
You better be convincing. You know you can't fool me.
I have been in contact with Colonel Faucheux, who planned a coup against his own president, the father of your friend Emma Lafontaine. He promised to grant me exclusive access to the diamond mining in the valley in exchange for financial support. But I swear I didn't know he was planning to kill those people in order to frame you. Here is my copy of the contract I signed with him. Please, let me go.
Now that's something.
I mean, given your history, I feel like just letting you go is probably a bad idea. I'm not saying we need to kill you, but you should probably go to jail or something. I'm sure Emma's got a cell she can spare. I mean, there's no way we're letting you dodge punishment.
Listen up, bitch. In case you hadn't noticed, I ain't here to negotiate. Just ask your guards. Oh, wait, you can't. Because they're all dead.
Okay, no need to threaten me. I will provide any details you need to know.
So I guess we literally have no choice but to let you walk. Which feels like a pretty bad idea. But also a potential deliberate hook. For Corazone's revenge, perhaps? ?
Yes, I will. I don't want to be involved in any of this.
You best to get while getting is good. And don't show face in town again.
Thank you, Tex. Alright, Corazone, get out of here. I'm glad a lot of our guys got in some last lines there. Oh yeah, looks like we're done. I'm gonna miss these guys. Though we do have one last letter from Emma. It was about time. Finally, that terrible woman Santiago had me believing she wanted to help, all the while conspiring with the enemies of my father. There has been a lot of suffering because of her involvement in our internal affairs, and I hope she gets what she deserves and ends up in prison. I trust you have enough evidence about her machinations. Thanks again for bringing back some justice in this world. Emma. Oh man, I bet if we could pass some time on the world map, there'd be a new daily Chen too. But sadly, I think we'll have to skip that.
What?
Alright guys.
I knew that I have trusted the right people. Thanks to you, my father is still alive. But moreover, you fought to save my beloved country. Thank you for showing me the meaning of courage, resilience, and valor.
This is our fairy tale, and we are the heroes of it! Heroium Slava!
Magnifique. But what shall I hunt now?
I can't wait to tell my father about all the problems I helped solve. Of course, he would just say that they were problems I created in the first place, so maybe I'll just tell him I went camping with friends.
Our strength and valor has brought order back to my country. Now it is time to rebuild the right way.
For this success, may the spirits grant us all great wisdom. For some, it is sorely needed.
Well, Woody, looks like I survived another campaign. I'm glad you convinced me to join you. It's been an honor and a privilege. You take care of yourself now.
That's how we do it. Ain't no bad dudes can stand up to us. Y'all are my homies. You need anything? Just holler. Peace out.
Man, I'm so glad I'm sober. If I was high right now, I'd probably be saying something stupid about surviving a zombie apocalypse. On the other hand, I have to admit that combat is more fun when I think my gun fires rainbows.
This was a damn fine victory. You should all feel proud of yourselves. Working with you has been an honor and a privilege. And Commander, nice work.
Hey, we did it! I almost can't believe I'm here, standing next to you guys. I thought I'd be stuck in a medical tent the whole mission, not here at the final battle. I mean, I am supposed to be here, right?
Hot damn, did we kick some ass this mission! I got the post-victory tingles. Mama's gonna go into town and find somebody to fuck or fight.
I completed the mission. Stella's gonna be so proud of me. I mean, all of us. She might even make me dinner. Not for all of us, though. Stella doesn't like it when I bring friends over.
I have to say, I'm feeling very proud of myself. I made it through this whole campaign and didn't get married even once. I feel like I've learned some important lessons.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Not sure what that means for me, but I expect I'll soon find out.
All of our enemies have been properly pummelified. It makes me feel powerful. Excuse me, I need to go lift now. It is a day of achievementals. Time to go for a personal best.
We rounded them all up, partner. This is the best posse I ever rode with. Now, I ride into sunset. Happy trails!
I feel like we all achieved something special here today. Hold on to this feeling. Let it guide you in life. I love you all, and I feel all of your love. I'm going to go meditate.
This was a real victory here, man. I'll be so proud of this whole team. Next time you need some help, don't be hesitating to call on Vicky Walters. Hello. Sorry for the lapse in communication, but I've been busy putting out fires. Your actions helped shape the changes that are happening in my country, and you certainly deserve a full report. Thanks to you, Father came back to the capital just in time to prevent the military coup. Without Colonel Foshu, the battalion commanders who intended to join him instead attempted to flee the country. My father made certain they did not. Pierre helped restore order to the Ajani region. My father enlisted him as a special military advisor, and he worked day and night to disband and in some cases destroy the last remnants of the Legion. He has proven himself to be a noble and compassionate person. I think he always was. He just fell in with the wrong crowd. I believe we helped him to change into a better man. As for the Major, he will never again be allowed within the borders of Grand Chien. I don't want him having any further influence on my my people. Grand Chien has suffered not just from the fighting, but also from the red rabies epidemic. Thanks to your efforts, it has been contained and the production of a vaccine has begun. Dr. Cronenberg was awarded a posthumous Grand Chien Medallion of Merit for her sacrifice. Her peers vowed to continue studying ways to combat the disease in her honor. Speaking of health risks, I was alarmed to discover that someone had been experimenting on my people with combat drugs. I am glad that you stopped the production of diesel in Landsbach. The only super soldiers my country ever needed were your mercs. One bright spot to emerge from the darkness of the Ajani hostilities is the marriage of Maman Lilian and Mr. Chimurenga. It has made many people very happy. The two of them are already organizing the next Pantagruel Carnival celebrations, and they plan to turn it into a world-class event. There will be drinks, dance, fireworks, and the honor guard of female red maki to keep the peace. I think you would like their uniforms. They are very eye-catching. But enough talking about our troubles. Have you heard about a very peculiar green diamond that was recently discovered and shown at the Museum of the Ajani? I want to thank you once again for returning it to us. The pride of the Ajani is a symbol of my country, and thanks to you, it will help unite us even in our darkest times. I love you all. You have hearts of gold. But my attention is being called elsewhere, my friend. Let me just say one last thing. I learned that Corazon Santiago faced trial, and you destroyed her in court. My heart swelled when I saw that she was found guilty of war crimes and that Adonis now faces lawsuits and falling stock prices. I can only imagine what a blow to your reputation it would have been for you had you not won the case. I'm sure that now you will have many new contracts, which means more opportunities to do good in your own unique way. Best wishes to you. Au revoir.
And we're done. That was a good ending. I like that. That was a nice payoff for a surprisingly involved series of quest lines. I actually really appreciate that. You know, as much as I liked the original games, the stories did tend to be relatively shallow, you know, minor blips and bloops on the radar, where your main focus was just on the tactical turn-based combat, the strategy of territory control, resource management, etc. Which, sure, would have been nice to see more of in this game, but at the same time, if you're going to trade some of that off for anything else, I'm certainly not going to complain about more engaging stories and more entertaining side plots. Especially with how they kind of fleshed out a lot of the mercenaries by giving them slightly more involvement, you know, more one-liners, more quips, and ways to influence various quests. Man, though, I do wish we'd been able to use more. I'm looking at these pictures and seeing all these characters we never even got a chance to hire. Which is sad, but that's what replays are for, I suppose. And, generally speaking, I'm pretty happy with the guys we did recruit. Though there are a few classics I do kind of miss, like Hitman and Blood. I actually did put some thought towards the end into trying to fill out our squads to a full 6 each. At the very least, it would have been nice to bring in the characters we had previously briefly recruited. Fox, Grizzly, Ivan, and Oren? Something like that. Unfortunately, we were already right up against the Merc limit, so it was not to be. Not, I suppose, that we really needed more warm bodies during that last fight, but just the extra bit of closure, I suppose. Regardless, overall, final thoughts. I very much enjoyed the game. I do wish the combat had been a bit more challenging. I wish there was more, you know, more granular crunch to the strategy, territory control, resource management to a certain extent. It would have been nice if they'd made certain things less abstract, especially like weapon mods. Because, like, we had conventional armor mods, but we didn't have conventional weapon mods. With weapon mods, we just used generic parts to sort of cobble them together as single-use items that were permanently affixed to the weapons afterwards. It would have been nice to see a slightly more realistic system where you actually found whole mods as loot, or could theoretically build them as an operation out of parts and lenses and such, and then could attach or detach them from various gear as needed. Likewise, with the whole territory meta, you know, it would have been nice to see a bit more activity there. Things really got quiet towards the end, though I suppose to a certain degree that might have just been to sort of try to expedite the characters' push towards that final fight. At that point, there's not really much in the game that's going to threaten the player anyway, so you might as well usher them towards the end. But, like, it's funny, because looking back at the original teaser trailer, there were some hints in there that there were originally going to be, like, hunter squads that would try to track the player down on the world map, and that would certainly explain why a lot of those random filler maps in the very corners or edges of the map, areas where enemy patrols would normally never go, still had tactical markers or other such things that indicate you were supposed to end up fighting people there. That does feel like kind of a miss. I mean, goodness knows, narratively, there would certainly be reason for the Legion, Colonel Fauchot, and Adonis to be trying to more actively hunt you down, you know, rather than just sitting back and waiting for you to come to them. And then, as far as the combat goes, you know, it did feel too easy, even when we pushed it up to max. The last fight was actually pretty decent, but I mean, you can't have every fight be the last fight. But I do have mixed feelings on it, because as I kind of mentioned during that actual battle, there are inherent limitations to AI. So I'm not really sure how I think they could fix it. Like, you could just crank up the numbers, but that definitely gets to a point where it just starts feeling artificial and grindy, or just inherently outright unfair. Or you could just increase the number of actual enemies on the battlefield, which I actually wanted to do. They did add an option for it, but then inexplicably tied it to only be available on new campaigns, which is unfortunate because, you know, we were already halfway through the campaign at that point. If they had made it available as a mid-game toggle, I would have flipped that in a heartbeat. Especially since, you know, one of the reasons I kept holding back with explosives was because even though we were stockpiling a huge amount of them, it just felt like such a waste to use them in situations where we didn't have at least 3 enemies clustered together. But when you're going into maps with only like 6 to 10 guys, the odds of having more than 2 enemies clustered together within the radius of a single blast is pretty slim. Whereas, you know, as we saw during those last couple of fights, we had 30 plus dudes in the field, and it was a whole lot easier to leverage those explosives, and man, that was fun. Again, I really wish we'd had more of that throughout the game. Though to a certain extent, I'll also say, my lack of just indiscriminately blowing things up was also the result of me not wanting to inadvertently trash loot or narrative items, at least not while we still theoretically had a use for them. Less an issue going into the final fights, because, you know, obviously at that point you're pretty much done. I will also say, there is an inherent imbalance. Like, an inherent infrastructure you're creating that is difficult to balance around when you introduce something like a perks or talent system. The previous Jagged Alliance games kind of dabbled with it. They did have character traits, I think, but they were generally limited to just like 2 or 3 per character. I think Jagged Alliance 3 is the first one to have a full-fledged perk system, and it really does kind of muck with the overall balance and difficulty curve, because there are a lot of abilities that just make things a lot easier in various ways. Mouse especially, you know, she was just the Flash there towards the end. She was supersonic Jack the Ripper, bouncing from target to target like a razor-line pinball. And then, obviously, characters like Livewire had abilities that also just made things a whole lot easier in the early game. I do like perks. I feel like it makes level ups feel more substantial, like you're getting more bang for your buck. It's more exciting than just getting numbers to stack on top of other numbers. But at the same time, you really, really have to be careful with what they bring to the table, and I do feel like JA3 kind of dropped the ball there. They gave us a lot of fun toys to play with, perk-wise. But it might have been too much for the challenge the game was able to otherwise offer, even with some enemies also having access to perks. Like, obviously, we saw a lot of lightning reflexes and revenge shots there towards the end, which I will say I didn't actually mind. You know, they annoyed me early on, but it does make combat feel a lot more dynamic, especially towards the end when your guys are basically tanks, especially dudes like Ice or Scully who can stack up 30, 40 grit in a single turn. Anyway, really glad I played the game. I feel like there were legitimately more good points than bad, so overall I would rank it a pretty positive experience. You know, I don't know, let's say 7.5, 8 out of 10. Really fun. Could use some tightening up. And I will say it does leave me wanting more, which is always a good sign. You know, generally speaking, if it's a game I didn't really enjoy but I finished out of obligation, I'm happy to see it over. That is not the case here. I'm very curious to see what Haemimont Games or THQ Nordic does with the license next. I mean, look, there are legitimate criticisms to level against this game, but it definitely was not a Jagged Alliance flashback. It wasn't a Jagged Alliance rage. Things could have been a whole lot worse. That said, special thanks to Haemimont Games and THQ Nordic for giving me early access to the game. I would have bought it anyway, but they were kind enough to give me an early copy, which I have thoroughly enjoyed. And of course, special thanks to the viewers and the raiders, the fine folks who keep this channel running and give me a good excuse to keep playing these games and talking over them. Feel free to share your thoughts on the game, the series, the finale, the potential future of the franchise. Always happy to see some chatter down in the comments, even if it's critical. And of course, if you'd like to help support the channel, then feel free to push those buttons that do those things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you can even check out the Patreon, the PayPal, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description. See you next time, Space Cowboy.